Hey, I'm Elder Bringhurst. Welcome back for another round of stories. Today we have The Hunchback of Notre Dame, a classic tragedy story. First, let's cover some vocabulary. Hunchback. Hunchback. Playwright. Playwright. Pope. Pope. Cardinal. Cardinal. Distorted. Distorted. Wart. Wart. Parade. Parade. Gypsy. Gypsy. Archdeacon. Archdeacon. Flee. Flee. Torture. Torture. Jeer. Jeer. Emerge. Emerge. Reunite. Reunite. Jealousy. Jealousy. Overhear. Overhear. Pledge. Pledge. Accuse. Accuse. Disgust. Disgust. Rescue. Rescue. Sanctuary. Sanctuary. Cathedral. Cathedral. Sorceress. Sorceress. Dock. Dock. Execution ground. Execution ground. Summon. Summon. Conceal. Conceal. Spare. Spare. Gaze. Gaze. Scaffold. Scaffold. Gravedigger. Gravedigger. Grave. Grave. Skeleton. Skeleton. Embrace. Embrace. All right. Let's begin with the story. In the streets of Paris, the French are celebrating the Festival of Fools. Playwright Pierre Gringoire has put on a play the day. Unfortunately for Gringoire, the crowds are more interested in electing this year's Pope of the Fools. The cardinal decides it should be the person who can make the ugliest face. Quasimodo, the bell ringer of Notre Dame, wins easily. He is hunchbacked, his face is distorted, and a giant wart covers one eye. The crowd lifts Quasimodo and parades him around town. Gringoire wanders in disappointment at the failure of his play. He comes upon a crowd charmed by the dancing gypsy, La Esmeralda. Interested, Gringoire follows her. Suddenly, Quasimodo and Claude Frollo, the archdeacon of Notre Dame, attacks her. Gringoire rushes to save her, but Quasimodo knocks him out. When Gringoire awakes, Frollo has fled. Esmeralda has been saved by the leader of the king's archers, and Quasimodo has been arrested. A moment later, a group of beggars capture Gringoire and try to kill him. Esmeralda saves him by telling the beggars that she will take Gringoire as her husband. Quasimodo is sentenced to 2 hours of public torture for his crimes. The crowd jeers as he screams for water. Esmeralda emerges from the crowd with water for him, and Quasimodo falls in love with her. Months later, Phoebus, the leader of the king's archers, reunites with Esmeralda in front of Notre Dame. Frollo watches them, burning with jealousy. He follows them and overhears Esmeralda pledge her love to Phoebus. Frollo jumps from the shadows and stabs Phoebus. Esmeralda faints, and when Phoebus's men arrive, they accuse Esmeralda and put her in jail. Frollo visits her and begs her to be his. Disgusted, she rejects him. Meanwhile, Phoebus recovers, but cares so little about Esmeralda, he does not clear her of his murder. On her way to be hanged, she sees Phoebus standing on a balcony with a beautiful woman, but he does nothing to save Esmeralda. Moments later, as they pass by Notre Dame, Quasimodo slides down a rope to rescue Esmeralda, crying, "Sanctuary!" He brings her inside the cathedral, where over time they form a friendship. King Louis XI hears about a sorceress hiding in Notre Dame and orders she be taken from the cathedral and put to death. Esmeralda's friends go to save her, but Quasimodo thinks they have come to kill her and attacks them. Esmeralda hears the fighting and fears it is the king's archers. As she runs away, she meets Gringoire, who helps her escape by boat. The king's archers soon arrive at Notre Dame, shouting, "Death to the sorceress." Even though his life was once saved by her, Gringoire has agreed to deliver Esmeralda to the king. She realizes her fate when he docks the boat near the execution grounds. Frollo then appears and offers to save Esmeralda if she'll be his, but she chooses death. Frollo runs to summon the king's guards, leaving Esmeralda with gypsy-hating sister Gudel. Gudel hates all gypsies, believing they stole her baby many years ago. She screams at Esmeralda and shows her a shoe she had made for her daughter. Amazed, Esmeralda shows Gudel the matching shoe. Esmeralda is her daughter. Gudel tries to conceal her from the guards, but Esmeralda hears Phoebus and runs out to find him. The guards grab her and take her to be hanged. Gudel begs them to spare her daughter's life, but the guards stand by the king's orders. At Notre Dame, Quasimodo goes to the roof, searching for Esmeralda. There he sees his master Frollo, staring into the distance. Quasimodo follows his gaze and sees Esmeralda hanging from the scaffold. Quasimodo grabs Frollo and throws him to his death. Looking out at Esmeralda and down at his master, Quasimodo cries, "There is everything I have ever loved." Years later, a gravedigger comes across Esmeralda's grave. Her skeleton is held in a loving embrace by the skeleton of a hunchback. What a sad story. Reading comprehension. Which of the following is true? Quasimodo is one of the king's archers. Sister Gudel and Esmeralda are related. Claude Frollo is in love with Sister Gudel. Phoebus is stabbed by Pierre Gringoire. The answer is B. Sister Gudel and Esmeralda are related. Who has Esmeralda fallen in love with? Claude Frollo, Pierre Gringoire, Phoebus, Quasimodo. Esmeralda has fallen in love with Phoebus. All of the other characters have fallen in love with her, but her heart remains with Phoebus, the only character that does not love her. Why does Sister Gudel hate all gypsies? Because they publicly tortured Quasimodo? Because she thinks they tried to kill her? Because she believes they stole her baby? Or because she feels that they will turn her over to the king's archers? The answer is C, because she believes they stole her baby. She thinks the gypsies stole her baby, and she finds out later that her daughter, Esmeralda, was stolen by the gypsies, and she knows that Esmeralda is her daughter because they have the same shoe. How does Esmeralda die? She is shot, she is tortured to death, she drowns, or she is hanged. The answer is D. She is hanged. Thanks. Catch you next time.